got something on here on these glasses. Ugh. Okay. Alrighty. Hold on. Oops. Hi guys. I'll be right there. 1 minute. Okay. Ah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I gotta bring this over there too. Shoot. Gotta wipe it off. Okay. Oops. Okay. Is that garbage? Okay, that's garbage. All right. Okay. Hi. Hi, guys. Hey, Clancy. How are you? Woo. How's it going? Hi, Joan Cares. Hi, Annie. I'm sick as a dog. You are? Did you get tested today, Annie? Annie, tell me you got tested. Oh my gosh, please tell me you got tested, honey. Okay. Where's Mark? Hey, Mark. How are you? So, I haven't talked much about it, and I've done that for a reason, but I am going to speak about the Watts case tonight. And I'm just going to share my opinion and feelings with you guys about what's going on. Hi, Dawn. Nice to see you guys. I know I'm a little bit, it's a late live tonight, but oh my gosh, it's been crazy. So busy. This book, I'm telling you, is a good book. I recommend it. It's very much true to the discovery and interviews. Hi, Linnea. You changed your color. I like it. Matches my shirt. Nice to be here. Talk about. Oh, thanks, Dawn. You're so sweet. And then guess what else? This came today. It's pretty thick. And this is part 1. Discovering Chris Watts, part 1, The Facts. And it's called In Cold Blood. And it has, you guys, what they do in this book, they've got the, oh my gosh, they have the interviews, like word for word with Nicole Atkinson. They've got Chris's interviews in here. They've got just everything, like the interviews, from the media, reporters, stuff like that. Hi, Ivy. This one, honey, or this one? But this one, I'm going to tell you, it might seem, some people might find it boring because if you've already gone over the discovery and you've read all of that stuff, this first book that they wrote, is all of that. As far as I know, there's 3 parts to this. To this, what do you call it? Trilogy? It's a so I'm excited to see the next couple. I don't know if they're all like that or if, I don't know for sure, but I am excited to get to where they interview. Hey, Up in the House Records, how you doing? Nice to see you. I can't wait to get to the part where they interview, where, Nicole Kessinger is being interviewed. Let me see. Because there are definitely some different things. So if you go by, I'm sorry, I'm just putting this out there. I think Sherilyn Cadle, I don't think I can get in trouble for saying this, like sued or anything for giving my opinion, but I think she is not good. I think Sherilyn Cadle is in it for the money and fame. I think she's changed her stories quite a few times, and then she's making all these appearances on people's channels. And I know why she's doing this, to sell her book. Well, she said that Chris did it alone, remember? And then she said there's no way he could have done it alone. She's changed her stories quite a few times on quite a few different things. So, but there is a part in here. There's so much I want to read to you guys out of this book, but I went through and I highlighted a couple of the things that were, let me see. Let me go back. Okay. So the chapter I'm going to break down right now is called "They're in the Oil Tank," right? So it talks about when they finally got Chris to admit that he loaded Shanann, Bella, and Celeste's bodies into his truck and took them to Survey 319, where he was working that morning. Okay, well, it's again, this is contradictory to what's being said now. According to does she talk about plagiarism? How does she show exactly, Ivy? Thank you. Yeah. Is they downplayed it. Her and AD downplayed it like it was no big deal what she did. Second book, right, Mark? Yeah, Mark. And then they say, she says, in my book, there's a clue who else is being investigated and who's going to be arrested or whatever. She just wants you to buy the damn book. Don't do it. Okay. So then it says agents Coder and Lee went out to arrange a full-scale search of the well site, leaving father and son in the interview room. They closely monitored the video feed, as Chris was far more likely to confide in his father than he was in them. Okay, this is Ronnie speaking. Christopher, I'm so sorry, said Ronnie after the agents locked the door behind them. I don't know what the fuck to do. It sounds so weird to say that word. I'm sorry, but that's what it says. Mom always said she was an unstable person, but I never thought in a million years that could happen. I'm so sorry. We're going to get you a lawyer and see what they can do. Killed them both as they lay in their beds sleeping. Yeah, I emotionally drove her to do something stupid, Chris says. Well, no, that shouldn't trigger that. Chris, I'm sorry. Don't blame yourself for that. Call it a crime of passion. I don't know. Ronnie then suggested they accompany the agents to Survey 319 so he could show them where the bodies were. I pretty much have to go right up to it, and I can just point. Well, are they buried in something? Shanann is. What about the babies? Well, that's what I feel horrible about. They're in a freaking oil tank. They're in the oil tank? Gasped his father in astonishment. I didn't know what else to do. Please, God, forgive me. 30 miles away in Majestic View Park, Arvada, Colorado, Nikki Kessinger was meeting with FBI agents Mark Lehrher and Philip Jones. They sat around a table as mosquitoes buzzed overhead, Kessinger getting bitten several times during the 70-minute taped interview. So I met Chris at work, she began. Like, he informed me that, like, he did have 2 kids and, like, he was currently, like, in the process of, like, I guess, like a separation from his wife. That was becoming pretty finalized. On Monday afternoon, he told her that his family was gone and he didn't know where they were. She didn't think anything was wrong until the next day when they were still missing. And that's like when I decided, like, to come and talk to you guys, like, and then have him delete everything out of his phone and me delete all my stuff out of my phone. It doesn't say that, but I'm saying that. Just to let you know, like, that I've been spending time with Chris. She then outlined how their friendship had fast turned intimate. He was looking for a relationship with me. Okay, and here's where she lies. Okay, just let's listen. Let's just keep going. He was looking for a relationship with me, and I told him, like, I'm not comfortable with like considering you my significant other, like while you're still in the midst of a divorce. Was he in love with you? Asked Agent Leher. Yes. Like, yes. Did he tell you? Oh, yes. Were you in love with him? No. I think I could have gotten there had things played out in a decent manner. So, do you guys remember the interview when they were at the police department and you could see her, it was on videotape. They asked her, did you love him? She said yes. And he said, did you ever tell him that? And she said yes. Here she says no. When they were out at that part, she's a liar. Agent Leher then asked if Chris had ever lost his temper with her. No, he was one of the most gentle and kind men I had ever met in my life. He was so excited to talk about his kids. It always made him so happy. It was cute. Only yesterday, she told them she had discovered that Shanann was 15 weeks pregnant. When she confronted Chris about it, he denied being the father. I asked him to tell me the truth, and he kept denying it. And I was like, Chris, I know, like, this is yours, this child. And he kept saying, I don't want to ruin anything we have. I'm like, Chris, you need to worry about your family, like all four of them. Kessinger said the only other person who knew about the affair and that she was like talking to the FBI was her father. So why? That's strange to me. Why is it, you guys, I'll read the comments in a few minutes, okay? Sorry. Why is it out of everybody, why her father? Do you guys not find that odd? Why not her friends? Why not her best friend? Why does her father know she was having an affair with Chris Watts? Why? Is that something you tell your parents? After supposedly just 5 weeks? Why did her father have to know? That's odd to me. Okay. And it's really hard for me to process this, she told them, getting emotional, because I think like he's a really good guy and I'm like worried about his wife and kids. It's just freaking me out because those little girls are so little and she's pregnant. Agent Leher thanked her for coming forward, saying she was in a unique position and to call them immediately if she heard from him. Do you want me to call him? Not yet, said Agent Leher. We're not going to ask you to do that at this point. We have a lot of investigative avenues. I know this is difficult for you, and I don't want anything more stressful than it already is. So right now, I would just sit tight. So, hey, Picker. Hey, Blue Moon. Yeah. So, I'm going to kind of just discuss why people have different ideas or opinions or thoughts on why there's so many different scenarios. So we have Kim's channel. And I know a lot of people don't like her. A lot of people think it's terrible what she's saying. Okay. But that's what she truly believes. Okay. Other people may not, but that's what she truly believes, or that's what she says she believes. So she says that Shanann murdered her daughters and then Chris murdered Shanann. Okay. And people say, no way, that's not possible. It is possible. But did she? Probably not. But it is possible. It's possible. And I'm not saying that this is my opinion. I'm not saying bashing Shanann. Okay, you guys, listen to me. Just because we talk about something doesn't mean that we're bashing anybody. So if you take Shanann's, this is just what people would say that believe that theory. If you take Shanann in her delicate state she was in and some of her past emotional problems that she had, and the fact that their financial situation, they were doomed. They were going to have to sell the house. Everything was going to have to come out. They couldn't afford to put the girls in school anymore. There was a lot that was going to, I guess, expose their private life. And that's the last thing she wanted. I'm saying if you support that theory, these are the reasons why people think that. She learned that Chris loved somebody else, was sleeping with somebody else, was leaving her for somebody else. And that is hurtful. If you're somebody that is a prideful person, and we can't say she was or wasn't for sure. All we know is what she showed us on social media. Did she care about how she appeared? Yes, her appearance was very important. Did she want people to believe that she lived a certain way when she really lived another way? Yes. So when you take the fact that she said, you're never going to see the girls again. She told Cindy Watts, the girls are never going to step foot in this house. And then she tried to picture, okay, my girls and son is going to be around this other woman, and I'm sure in whoever the people's mind that believes that theory, they believe that it's possible that she could have gone in the girls' bedroom and done that, just in the kind of frame of mind she was in. It's like that saying, like a man says to his wife, or a woman says to her husband, if I can't have you, nobody will. It's kind of like that. Like if we're not going to raise our kids together, nobody's going to raise them like that. Do I think that's what happened? No. Do I think it's a possibility? Yes. It's very possible. Any of these scenarios are possible. I'm more inclined to believe that NK definitely was involved in this. I think it was all thought up by NK, actually. I think it was all her idea. Say what you want. I do not think Chris Watts could even come up with an idea to murder his whole family. I don't think he could. I don't think he even had the balls to do it by himself. And so when he said, and this is important, when he said, I don't know what happened, it felt like something evil took over me. He said it felt like somebody was holding my hands there around her neck, right? If there was somebody else there, which I think there was, and I think NK snuck into the house. And yeah, that's what I think. Well, yeah, if Ivy, yes, if you go by the shadows, then yeah. If you go by the shadows, so the DA said they were all carried out like trash in bags, right? So then that wasn't right. If you believe the shadows, a lot of people don't believe the shadow. I saw it. I saw something walking under or I saw a shadow moving under the truck. I did see it. But, people have said, videos can be edited and altered. So who knows? We don't know for sure, I guess. And I think also that night that they went to the Lazy Dog, I think that that's the night they went to Survey 319 and kind of rehearsed it or dug the grave, made sure that was all there. I know Chris had a rake with him, but hey, Seraphim. Hey, Graceful Dragon. How are you? Consider this one deceased, one alive in truck and SW in truck bed during, hold on. Shouldn't believe the shadows. Linnea believes the shadows. Who believes the shadows, you guys? Let me know. And Shanann Watts in truck bed during transport. I think there was another car. I didn't see him putting anything in his truck. I mean, when you watch his body movement, the only thing I saw is him picking something up and, something that was alive, obviously, a child probably, and putting that child in his truck. I didn't see him huffing and like pulling a body or carrying I mean, his movements didn't show that he was struggling with anything. I think personally that Shanann's body went out the back in another car. That's what I believe. That's why now they say that her body, I mean, it says it in here in the grave. And I know Chris said that he just kind of rolled her, threw her in there. But the way her body was found, her knees were up to her chest and her arm was up. So, I think she was brought in another car because if she couldn't be in the truck like that, if one of the girls was alive, I mean, that wouldn't, it doesn't make sense. Let me see. Her body lay face down about 9 inches below the surface. The knees were pulled up to the chest in a fetal position, with the left arm up toward her head. The body was already decomposing. She was wearing a blue pair of underwear and a light-colored shirt, and an amniotic sac containing a fetus was visible. Shanann Watts was pronounced dead by the Weld County coroner at 12:05 a.m. Thursday. Her body was photographed and placed in a body bag to be taken to the medical examiner's office for autopsy. Just after 11 o'clock, at the exact same time that Shanann's body was recovered, her husband was handcuffed and taken into custody, 12 hours after he had arrived at the Frederick PD with his father. Watts was being held on 3 counts of first-degree murder and 3 counts of tampering with physical evidence. He was photographed with his shirt off in the interview room. On the left side of his neck were red marks, which he claimed were mosquito bites. Similar ones were found on the front of his neck. He was driven 35 miles north to Weld County Jail in Greeley. After being booked, he was allowed to phone his father, but the call did not go through, as Ronnie did not have a prepaid prison calling card. Chris Watts was then placed on suicide watch and went straight to bed, where he fell asleep immediately. Hey, Paul. Nothing they owned was paid for by them. Are you talking about the Watts, Ivy? Hold on. Where's Jenny Joe? I don't see her. Hold on. Where's Jenny? Jenny? Okay, Don, you're still listening. Gotcha, hun. I see more in Chris Watts' face, body than mannerisms of picking up child. Yes, I see shadow too, but body movements more telling. I believe NK was. I do too, Linnea. Seraphin says the shadows. Hey, Crown Royal. Do you really think both of them would be that stupid to think they would get away? Right? Yeah, maybe. I mean, think about it though, Crown Royal. If Nicole Atkinson had not shown up, right? If Nicole Atkinson had not shown up, do you think they would have searched the oil tanks for kids? I don't. I don't think they would have ever thought to search oil tanks. I don't know. Because they had, I mean, there was no physical anything. I don't think she killed them, but I think she helped after. See, I think she was there to help clean up. I think she was there when Nicole Atkinson showed up. Or wait. Yeah, because she didn't go into work until later. But then there would have been somebody else there because I don't think Chris killed them all either. I don't. Wouldn't they have to get body over the fence? It's just a really low fence, Ivy. You know, it's like a low fence. She could have actually. What, Seraphin? Who could have what? On your phone, I finally did. Okay, Graceful. I'll look. It's been a busy day, but I'll look. I'm sorry. I haven't checked it yet. Honey, I'm live, just so you know. And I fed Piper, so you don't have to. Don't worry about it. There you are, Jenny. I see you, honey. I can't believe that story is still so alive. Also can't believe he's still alive, right, Graceful? Hi, Robert. So I'm going to go watch something else. I honestly don't give a penny about this case nor any other. They are dead and there's nothing anyone can do about it. Hey, Becca. Have you been here before? Seraphin, I understand, honey. You're not into this case. Unfortunately, so many of us are. I mean, I'm into this case like way too much. Yes, honey. Yeah, I just said I fed her and let her out potty. Just like 15 minutes ago or so. Plus, they didn't know she changed her passcode on her phone. He probably would have made a text saying we are leaving. Yeah. Yes, Becca, you're probably right. It was there was a lot of movement in the basement. That's right. That couldn't have been just him. I don't think it could have been just him. Do you guys? What do you think about that? You wanna this weekend, Linnea, come up on panel? That would be awesome. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. If anybody else wants to go on panel, we can do it this weekend and we can just talk about it. You're still obsessed with it? Okay, well, I'm glad you're here, Becca. What's the title of the one you're reading currently? Well, okay, I started this one. I'm only a few pages in. This is called In Cold Blood, and there's 3 books to it. But the second book is called I ordered it. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. What's it called? Something with the Dancing with the Devil, maybe? I'm surprised you don't have a wall with all your evidence. I know. I need to put all my, since that's my dream is to work with the FBI. You're ordering it tonight? Here, honey, let me tell you. Let me tell you really quick. You know what I'm getting? Because you know how my beautiful daughter got me a record player for Christmas? They've got this I'm going to get to put your records in. Isn't that cool? It's by Crossley also. Crossley, however you say it. Okay, where's that book? Hold on, let me look. Orders, your orders. Okay, yes, it's called A Deal with the Devil. The second book is called A Deal with the Devil. And let's see what it says about it. Hold on. Okay, so now I know there's a third one as well. Okay, what's the third one? Come on, show me the third one. Dang it. Hold on. You know what I can do? I can type in their oh, not, no. Okay. So In Cold Blood, the next, A Deal with the Devil, and then the third one is The Truth Within the Lies. So the third one will be A Truth Within the Lies. That'll be the third book. Yes. That's what we will do this weekend. If you don't want your face on camera, you can still join up here. You just all that will show is your avatar. You don't have to have your face on camera. So if anyone's interested in doing that this weekend, let me know and we can bring you up. Okay, so I think NK was there. I think, and the whole reason hey Debbie, how are you? I think the reason I think NK was more involved is, for one, because of the deleting everything, telling Chris to delete everything, and some lies that she's told, and her cell phone pinging in that area. And there was something else. Why didn't she want Jim to know, you guys? Okay, Becca, then you and Linnea can come up this weekend and we'll talk about it. If you guys are both still obsessed, I am too. So I just don't talk a lot about it on here. But what do you guys think of Kim's channel? What do you guys think of Chris Watts' Revelation in the Reckoning? Yeah, there's so much wrong with NK. And then when you listen to what Chris says about NK, that he believes she had bipolar and he had to talk her down off the ledge a couple times. I mean, is it true? Maybe. She seemed kind of odd to me. I mean, she lied. You know she lied. You know she knew Shanann was pregnant. And you know she knew they were married. Look at my foamy thing. I have to go get it fixed. You know she knew that he was married and all of that. You know. What do you think about these videos every day on the kids and Shanann? Which ones, Debbie? I don't know if I like her. Is that his new girlfriend? She kept up on her Facebook page. Oh. Well, Chris supposedly has a new gal on his visitor list, and she's supposedly in her 50s. And I gotta fix this. This drives me nuts. She's supposedly in her 50s. Supposedly she's gorgeous. Nobody knows if, who it is, what relationship they have. I don't think Kim's his girlfriend. No. I think she's just really believes that Shanann murdered the kids, and she trusts what Chris says. And second comment was about NK. Okay. NK, I still blame Chris Watts more than NK. NK was single. I agree, Crown Royal. I agree. But again, here's the thing though. Women need to respect other women's marriage, whether the guy wants to screw around or not. Let him do it with somebody else. Don't be the other woman. You are destroying a family. It is the guy's responsibility because he's the one that's married, so it is his fault, yes. But at the same time, if there were more women that said no, you're married. I will not be with you. If you're getting a divorce and you're done, we'll talk then. Get a hold of me then, but not until. More women need to respect other women. Quit sleeping with women's husbands. I don't care if he tells you he's getting a divorce. Say, great. If you're that interested in me, you can wait for me until you get your divorce. Then we'll talk. Hey, say Robbie. Just sad for her family, unless her family's posting the videos. Oh, Debbie, are you talking about Shanann's family? Yeah, but at the same time, they are not innocent. I mean, they're innocent in the fact about the murders, yes, but they're not innocent in how they're getting involved in all the stuff on social media. If that was my family, I would say my piece. I wouldn't sit in there and argue with people and, do all that crap. Robbie, I just got this book, In Cold Blood. I got it off Amazon. It's got everything. There's 3 parts to it. In Cold Blood's the first one. The second one's coming tomorrow. And it's called A Deal with the Devil. And then the third one, you guys, what did I just say it is? I forgot the name of it. I can't remember, but there's 3 of them. And it has all the interviews, everything in the discovery, everything. It's pretty cool. So I've got all these books I've been reading. This is my favorite. This one is my favorite so far. This one's my favorite. It's Netta Newbound and Marcus Brown. Netta Newbound and Marcus Brown. Hey, Chris. How are you, honey? Yeah, Robbie, I bet you would love this book. And if you haven't read this one's really, really good. I started this one, My Daddy is a Hero, but I don't know what it is. So I started that one, and then I started this one, and this is the one that's kept my interest. Oh, yeah. Linnea, are you talking about that Lana? I did see those videos. Now, I don't know if that was from a long time ago. The links to Amazon, how do I do that? Oh, look. You know me. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Because this hasn't piqued my interest. I'll figure it out, say Robbie, how to send you a link. I'm doing all right, Chris. We're both acting like 2 kids in a candy shop. Yeah, but like I say, it is ultimately the person who's married's fault if they stray. But if we had more women that respected other women's marriages, then these guys wouldn't have, I mean, I guess they could just go to I don't know. They could always cheat, I guess. But let's just try being respectful of other people's relationships. How about that? Hey, Native Princess. You're new here. Welcome. And there's the whole reason everybody thinks NK was involved and hate her. She was effing a married man. If she didn't, nobody would give. No, that's not why, Robert. That's not the reason why we think she was involved. It's because she had him delete their stuff off of his phone. She had them delete just when his family was missing. Oh, thank you, Save Robbie. That's sweet. So just when they were missing, NK was like, delete everything off your phone. And she deleted everything off of her phone. And she's lied quite a few times. And she pinged in the area of that morning. And she didn't go into work until later that morning. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different reasons why people think she was involved. Not just because she was sleeping with a married man, because we know that Scott Peterson's mistress went straight to the police and she didn't delete anything. And yeah, she changed her name. That's right. So honestly, that's why. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why. Yeah, Debbie, I'm going to finish reading My Daddy is a Hero. Just so I'm going to give it a chance. It's just boring to me. I already read Sherilyn Cadle's first book. I will not purchase her second one. I'm not giving her another penny. I don't like her. I think she's an opportunist, and that's fine, but don't be creepy about it. Do not be creepy about it and change your stories and just say what you think people want to hear. And then go on AD's channel. Give me a break. Hey, Sean. You're excited to get it, Dawn? Did you order it tonight? Becca says, do you ever watch Zav Girl? Her channel is great, and she has been reading transcripts to the interviews we didn't get to hear of NK. I've come across her a couple of times. Like I said, I don't get to watch a lot of YouTube, so I don't, I usually get to watch replays of stuff. Hey, Just Joy, welcome. Not that women don't also, but men more than women, I think. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so let's go. So now we're in the recovery part, okay? This is the recovery. Welcome, people coming in. Thank you, Save Robbie, for sharing. That's sweet. Okay, so the recovery. On Thursday morning, Chris Watts' confession and arrest was front page news from coast to coast. Who all remembers that day? Oh my gosh. Remember that day. It's a couple years later, and we're still just as into this case as we were on day one. Hey, Brenda. Happy New Year, sweetheart. Men and women have lied to get laid back. Linnea says, sorry, in my opinion, anyone else would have had an interview with somebody by now. If you don't have many things to hide, at least to set the record straight. Exactly. She hasn't come out and said anything. And she changed her name. Chris says, yeah, she said there was a hint in her new book on who the accomplice was, and then said she didn't find out who it was until she sent the book. Exactly, Chris. She lies. She absolutely lies. She also said, I know who they're investigating. I can't say. I'm scared. AD goes, you can't say because you're scared for your life, right? Yeah, I'm scared. I can't say. And Chris is scared for his life too. So he's not going to come out and talk, but he's telling AD everything to say. What's the difference then? If he is really scared for his life, and it's true what AD is saying, Why would he be announcing it to thousands and thousands and thousands of tens of thousands of people if it could get Chris Watts killed? Like, he doesn't make any sense. He's saying Chris Watts and him are talking every day now. Give me a break. It's scary being a murderer. Just Joy says, yeah. But yes, who was asking? Linnea, was it you who was asking about Lana? I've seen Lana on Jay is for Justice, and I thought she was funny. But then I did see those. I don't know if they were Facebook videos or what, but somebody posted them on their YouTube page or YouTube channel, and she was pretending to be Shanann, but she had one of those filters that were like death, like skeleton stuff. It was not okay. The things she was saying, I'm like, whoa. Now, that's Shanann bashing, you guys. Discussing the case, saying some people think she could have done this, that's not bashing her. But making fun of her, saying things like that girl was saying on those videos was pretty disturbing. What about them finding Chris underwear and guys? Now, Debbie, I see people just took bits and pieces. They found more than just his underwear. They found lots of stuff, and it wasn't his underwear. It was new underwear that he had given what's his ass, and he wasn't supposed to. Jay is for Justice. I've watched her, but yeah, not my style. They all have their own style. And I'm not a lot of people's style either. That's why I'm such a small channel. That girl was twisted. I seen her on Laura's channel. Crown who? Perplex channel? Lana? Hold on. Lana was on Perplex QT's channel? Sorry, I'm vaping. Hey, Angelina. How you feeling tonight, honey? How is your health doing? I mean, I would play it for you guys, but Crafton Barnes. Is that a YouTube channel, Angelina? I just ordered both books, so hopefully I will get through. The third one's only $9.99, honey. Dawn, you can get all three of them. Oh my gosh, you're going to be reading for a while. I would love to read together. So I canceled my Zoom subscription, but you can still do Zoom. You're in pain. I know, honey. I'm sorry. It's my fingers lately have been killing me, so I get it. But I'm a hypochondriac, remember. I mean, when you have fibro and rheumatoid arthritis, you know, you're not in pain. How dare you talk about it? Okay, let me go back to Crafton Barnes. I have to write that down. Okay. Clips. Okay. Kim should go down. See, I don't think anybody should go down that isn't being hateful. I don't think Kim's being hateful at all. Oh, you did, Linnea? That's awesome, honey. The one who dressed up like an evil witch and making fun of Shanann Purple was... Okay. Yes, that's Lana. Now, Kim, I think, has been very respectful. I mean, people don't like the fact that she believes that Shanann killed the children. But she doesn't sit there and say that all the time. She doesn't she doesn't put Shanann down. She's not hateful about Shanann. So, you know, I think that's pretty much telling people that they shouldn't be able to have their own theories or their own opinions. Now, if somebody is being hateful and bashing, that's a different story. Not to mention, normally, anyone who hurts kids, that are in general public in prison end up dead. That's right. Mark, thank you for the super chat. Can buy me some Buenos. I'm almost out again. Thank you so much, honey. Not evil witch equals a dead girl. Picker says, hey, Mark, good work. Thank you so much, Mark, for supporting my channel. I love that. And thank you guys also who come in here and watch little old me. I appreciate it. Kim been respectful, but she is defending a man who put his babies in oil. See, but I think, Linnea, he definitely needs to be held accountable for that. So this is what we can talk more about too this weekend when you come on panel if you want to. And Becca, was her name Becca? I think Becky. What, did I get it right? Hold on. I usually don't forget names. I want to make sure I got it right. He should have to be held accountable. Yeah, Becca, I got it right. He should have to be held accountable for that, because that is disgusting. Okay, I'm going to check it out, Angelina. Thank you for recommending that. That should be a life sentence alone. See, yeah, I mean, it's hard because, thank you, Becca. You're sweet. Sean, I understand, honey. Thank you for coming in at least and saying hi, and just give it a like on your way out or a dislike, whatever. So here's my thing. I think, okay, I never once until the Wisconsin interview where I think Chris was just messing with the agents that came out to talk to him. I think he was messing with them. Okay. Okay, good, Linnea. We'll do it. And Dawn, when you get your book, let me know, honey. Send me an email. We can go on Zoom and do like a book study. I think that would be fun. Thank you, Sean. Native Princess did save Robbie. Probably he isn't able to stay in for too long. Yes, dresses up like a corpse. Okay, Bella, focus. Get your thought out. I'm going to start doing more videos, uploads. I tried to do one on Oren and Orson, and for some reason, it did not upload. But I think I do so much better on upload videos because I can stay focused. I'm not distracted. Oh my gosh, Picker. It's not. I want that email though. That's a good email. I'll give it to you in a little bit, honey. Okay. So I think, so other than that interview, it should be on my About Me, honey. It is so sad, Jenny. I actually, Kid by the Side of the Road. John O'Save. Oh, I like that author. I've read something else by him. Juan O'Save. I think it's Juan, isn't it? Wait, isn't he have a YouTube channel too? Or isn't he on people's YouTube channels? Am I thinking of somebody else? Kid by the Side of the Road. Thank you for these recommendations, you guys. Would you ever interview Shirley? No. JFK might be JFK Jr. JFK might be JFK Jr. I bet you are leaving, right? Nope, Steven. I had to think about that for a second. I'm like, wait, how are you? I would not interview Sherilyn Cadle. I've heard it all. I've heard everything she's had to say. I'm not interested in anything Sherilyn Cadle has to say. She changes her story so many times. No, I have no interest. I don't trust her. You guys, it's hard when you don't, after somebody, Just Joy. Oh, because I've listened to him. I've listened to him speak. His watch, he always shows his watch in a hotel room. I knew that was him. I could go all day about JFK. Me too, Linnea. I don't know how to put stuff on screen too, Bella. Maybe you could come on, Angelina, and you guys just know if we do the Zoom, I think it would be cool if I got to meet you. If if you didn't want to go show your face on here, but if we did Zoom together as like a book study, I would love to see you guys. But if you don't want to, that's fine too. I'm okay. Things are totally different. Lost 20 pounds, not even really. Good. Steven, that's awesome. Well, were you wanting to lose the 20 pounds? That's the question. If you know him, tweeted that Trump might declassify everything. Cute. Yes. Okay. That's a whole nother topic. Hey, Amanda, welcome. Okay. That's a whole nother topic. Cato wants to add more negative to the mix. Angelina, do you feel like I do? I am not interested in anything else she has to say. Everybody, welcome our new viewers, our new watchers. Yay, welcome. Okay, so let's get back to what I think. Can't stop the storm. That's right. The storm's coming. It's a brewing. Okay, sorry. I love watching your guys' comments. Okay, so I think, yes, Chris Watts should absolutely have to pay the price for what he did, what he has taken responsibility for, or there's proof of that he did. But I am all for a trial. Do I think it'll ever happen? I honestly don't think he's going to get that 35C. I did at first. I really did feel like he was going to get it. I'm just starting to feel. Thank you, Crown Royal. Thank you guys for being so kind to everybody that comes in. The storm, you guys. Aw, you guys are so sweet. You would love a trial too. So would I. I just want to see. I want to see. Okay, here's another thing Sherilyn Cadle said. Okay, listen to this. She said that, how there was other people interviewed that we didn't get to see, which I do believe that too. I do believe that. But she said one of those people is the accomplice. Yeah, Sean. I get it. I'm only kind to new chatters if they have hot avatars. Picker. I just saw somebody else new. Hey, Sherry, are you talking about Chris Watts? Robbie sent you? Robbie's a sweetie. Thank you, Robbie. Christola S. We're talking about the Chris Watts case. So, well, I don't even like calling it the Chris Watts case, you guys. Like I said, because of seeing Shanann's videos, watching Shanann is why I got on Thrive. And it's how I ended up being a promoter for Thrive, because she was good at what she did. Definitely. I was like, dang, I'm going to try it. Because of my physical ailments, my arthritis, my fibro, all of that, low energy. And she had said that she had some of the same stuff. So I'm like, when you have autoimmune diseases, then hey, if it helps with that, then yeah, I'll try it. Amanda B says, I hope he doesn't get the 35C. Kim K says she wants him to go to trial. I told her if she thinks so, that she shouldn't be saying all that she is. I really love hearing everyone's opinions. Yes, Amanda, thank you. You did too, Linnea? Aw, Native Princess. Thank you for being so sweet. Everyone that comes in here, I mean, for the most part, except a couple trolls here and there, I think everybody is very sweet. Thank you, Sean. Sean, get some sleep, hun. You need your beauty rest. Shanann is a great woman. Was a great woman, yes. I'm about to hit Rob up for some. Had some before. Oh, some Thrive, and it didn't make me freak out like coffee. Yeah, it's a completely different kind of caffeine. Thrive helped me a lot. Linnea, yeah, it does help, definitely. Chris, I'm in. Okay. You guys, if you're new that come in here, you'll learn that I have a hard time staying focused. Less trolls. Crystal, you may not want to say that because trolls are watching and they'll pop in. It's mostly real people that come in here. A lot of fakes on other channels. The YouTube murder mystery. That's right, Robert. Let's call it that. No. Okay, so let's go back to the recovery. Okay, this is where they talk about we will do a little study book group however you say it on Zoom with this book. I'm glad somebody else has purchased it. At least I can do that with her, Dawn. If anybody else purchases this book, there's 3 books to it. Then we can do a study. The only reason I haven't been able to do a study group with anybody else is because nobody's purchased the same books I have. So this one I haven't finished yet. I'm probably chapter and a half away from this one. So I would love for us to do it with this one. I don't have a subscribe button. What? I learned about Shanann because of her Thrive family posting. The Ruchet family is a great family. Wait, can someone else tell me? Are you not seeing my subscribe button? That's weird, isn't it? Hold up. Wait a minute. Where is my subscribe button? What? Why don't I have a subscribe button? I do. Scroll up. Where is it? I don't see it. You see it, Becca? Hi, Annie. How are you feeling, honey? I do have a sub button. Chris says it's not there. I see my members. This is weird. This is really weird, you guys. I don't get it. Huh. There's join the members one. Membership, community, playlist. What? This is weird. Well, I'll have to check it out and figure out why. I don't understand why I don't have a subscribe button. Okay. Thank you, Amanda. Oh, iPhones are different. It's right next to the join, but oh, so you see it, Steven? Thank you. You became a member? Oh, thank you, Christola. Okay. Thank you, Laura Sims. Welcome. Everybody, welcome Amanda and Laura and Christola. Everyone, you're so sweet. Okay. Listen. Pay attention. Good strategy. Remove sub button so they have to join the paid. I didn't. I promise. Hello, Demon Child. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. That's so sweet, Christola. Okay. Now, just know about the members. I let everyone know at the end of last year that I'm going to start working on my members videos again. I had canceled it before because you know how people go into members groups and watch your videos and then share it with other people and stuff like that. Well, everybody wanted it to be private, you know? They didn't want, because it's private. When they comment in there, maybe they don't want everybody seeing what they're saying. So I see join, subscribe, and a notification bell, Robert says. Robert, are you on a computer, hon? Hey, Anitra, where have you been? Okay, I'm going to stop looking at the comments for a few minutes so I can go ahead and read this recovery. Thank you, Becca. You little sweetie pie. Thank you. So sweet. You guys are so sweet. Okay. Where did I get to? Okay. The New York Times carried the story with the headline, "He begged on TV for his family's return, then he was accused of killing them." The story read, Chris Watts stood on his porch in Frederick, Colorado on Tuesday and pleaded in an interview with a television reporter for his missing wife and 2 young children to come home. But there would be no reunion. Welcome, Laura Sims. Thank you, hon. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting my little old channel. You guys are sweet. Okay. But there would be no reunion. On Wednesday night, Mr. Watts, 33, was arrested and accused of killing his wife, Shanann, 34, who was 15 weeks pregnant, and his 2 daughters, Bella, 4, and Celeste, 3. The police declined to discuss any motives for the killings. The Denver Post reported that Chris and Shanann Watts had filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in June of 2015, owing almost $450,000, and were at present being taken to court by the Wyndham Hill Master Association for non-payment of dues. The story also quoted from Shanann's numerous Facebook posts, extolling Chris as her rock and love of her life. And then it talks about 7:30 a.m. Chris Watts Anadarko team arrived at work to find a counselor waiting to help them cope with the shocking news. The Human Resources Department had already fired Watts with a hand-delivered letter to Weld County Jail. Oh, can you imagine him being in jail and then he gets a hand-delivered letter? You're fired. When they broke the news that he confessed at 10 o'clock, said Anthony Brown, I didn't even go to bed because I was crying and couldn't sleep. Troy McCoy said he was devastated. I had been crying most of the night once I found out the news. The counselor was an older gentleman, and he talked to us for about an hour. Later that day, Anadarko released a statement to the press. We are heartbroken by this, and our thoughts and prayers are with the loved ones and friends of the Watts family. Lavelle also released a statement. If you guys, some of you don't know what Lavelle is the company that sells Thrive products. Our hearts are broken for the loss of our dear friend Shanann Watts and her children. Shanann was an amazing woman, mother, friend, and overall person. She lit up every room and was a joy to be around. Our love, prayers, and support go out during this devastating time to her family, friends, and to all thrivers who had the great fortune of knowing Shanann and her two beautiful daughters. We honor them on this sorrowful day. At around 8:30 a.m., CBI agent Tammy Lee arrived at Survey 319 to assist in the recovery of Bella's and Celeste's bodies. A 3-member hazardous materials team of Colorado State troopers was already on site, preparing to manually drain the pair of 400-barrel crude oil tanks, which were each 20 feet tall and 12 feet in diameter. Before the draining of the tanks, an Anadarko employee gave a safety briefing. The east tank battery, believed to contain Celeste's body, contained 9 feet of crude oil, and the west one with Bella's had 1.4 feet. Hold on. Hold up. That's the first time I've heard that. Did you know that? Wait. Okay, let me make sure I read this right. Before the draining of the tanks, an Anadarko employee gave a safety briefing. The east tank battery, believed to contain Celeste's body, contained 9 feet of crude oil. And the west one with Bella's had 1.4 feet. Is that it? Thank you, Laura. You guys, is that it? The tanks would be drained through a metal strainer into a large vacuum truck to preserve any evidence. Hey, housewife. How are you? Dawn says, I'm not sure if the rumor I heard was true. I heard a lot of the first responders quit their jobs after discovering. Yes, I am subscribed to Dave Baumhover, Baumhover, is that how you say it? To his blog. And yeah, I mean, he talked about how devastating it was. God, just listening to these details makes me feel sick. I just realized I'm a member of UN Mercer, but not Robbie. 2 is wrong. Oh, you better, yeah, honey, if you want to undo your membership and go subscribe to Robbie's membership, I totally understand, honey. I wasn't paying attention. Angelina was bugging me again. Dawn, you said you've heard that. Okay. Let me make sure. I am so 1.4 feet. That is nothing. So, and Bella's bigger, you guys. Do you guys think that they did go and mess with the tanks at all prior to that devastating day? Maybe the night that they went out to that lazy dog, do you think? Do not light a match. It could be real bad. That's why you believe it was premeditated by him and NK. I do too. So who in here, put a 1 in the chat if you believe that their plan was to blow up the oil field, the gas tanks, the oil tanks. Some people do. I just don't know how a fire stick could do that. I want to throw Chris in hot oil. 1. Block and delete. Block and delete who, Steven? Oh, you're buying Thrive from him. I see. Bella's tank was almost empty. I did not know that. I think Anadarko was getting rid of them anyway, so I think they were empty on purpose. Who was arrested yesterday? Oh, Annie. Oh, that's what friggin' AD said, right? I think the Fire Stick was their excuse to me. Yeah, people really think that Fire Stick had some big part. I don't. I mean, what I have a Fire Stick and I don't know how it could be used as an explosive. It doesn't make sense. What are we talking about? You lost me. Block and delete notifications. We're talking about the Watts case. You guys, one of my subscribers made this. It's so pretty. It's a bookmark. She got me a Bible. I read my Bible all the time. Oh, and then I want to show you. You don't think so anymore. Anitra says. The batteries are gone. Yeah, they're gone now. Go out and come back in, honey. I love your comment. I do too. That's why I highlight it. And Coffee and Convo got me this. A wise woman once said, "Fuck this shit," and she lived happily ever after. I love that cup. It's so cute. I just have to show you guys. And my beautiful daughter got me this. I'll always be your little girl. You'll always be my hero. How sweet is that? They were trading Fire Stick. It wasn't Fire Stick. Block the router and House of Vivint stopped working. Oh, so that's what they used the Fire Stick for, Angelina? They were trading a Fire Stick when the call came. The leak came in. See, yeah, because the leak, it doesn't make sense. The leak, I was like, with that little leak that they had, all you have to do is put dirt on it, right? I mean, that's how they keep everything safe until they can get out there and get it fixed. You love that cup, Demon Child? Okay, let's keep going. I get distracted very easy, you guys. I'm sorry. You'll hear me saying that. I'm sorry a lot because isn't it beautiful, Anitra? Okay. Ooh, you're to the shallow grave where Shanann's body had been found. You guys want to meet somebody? Hold on. Hey, you want to say hi? Hold on. You want to say hello? Hold on. Okay, this is for everybody who hasn't gotten to meet him yet. Come here. You want to say hello? I put my son's t-shirt on him. Hold on. You want to say hi? Come here, baby. You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Up. Want to go up? Come here. Up. Look. Who's that? Who's that? Are you handsome? Are you handsome? I love you. Go listen to Rebecca. She knows a lot about Vivint, and her voice sounds like Kim. Who's Rebecca, honey? Uh-oh, buffering. You look female, but might be the hair. Okay, Linnea, did you send it tonight, honey? Here, you want to say hi again? Oh, no. Your little thing came off. Hold on. Come here. He doesn't want me to put it back on him. I took him to the groomers yesterday. Come here. Come here. Don't you want it on? I took him to the groomer yesterday, and he got, hey, you don't want me to put it back on you, do you little turkey? This is my son's dog, and I watch him a lot. You want to say hi? You want to say hi, handsome? Say hi, handsome. Are you handsome? Come here. Say hi. Say hi. I love you. Are you handsome? Okay, I just had to show you. You want out? You want to go see Daddy? You want to go see Daddy? You love Rob. He's such a sweetheart. You want to get out? You want to go out? Go on. Go see Daddy. Okay, sorry. He kneeled up against he hit up against my door, so he was wanting to see. That was, can you dig it? now. All the angels came. Okay. What big teeth you have. Oh, that's what I'm. Oh my gosh, Picker. That's what I'm going to do. The next time I babysit him, shh, don't tell anybody. And so when my son comes to get him, he's going to be wearing a Trump t-shirt. He's going to get so mad. Oh, he weighs, Sosa weighs, the last time he was weighed, he weighed like 90 pounds. And that was like a month ago. He's the most handsome man here. Thank you, Native Princess. Thank you, Blue Moon. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my son will be so mad. He'll probably rip that t-shirt off him. Okay. If I put a Trump one on there, he'll rip it off him. Okay. Let's get back to this. An orange traffic cone now marked it. She then helped search for Bella's and Celeste's blankets and toys that Watts claimed he had left there, but nothing was found. At 10 o'clock a.m., the hazmat team started offloading the oil crude from the east tank into the holding truck. It would take 6 hours to empty. Half an hour later, scores of reporters crowded into the tiny Frederick courthouse for a press conference. On the podium stood Frederick Police Department Chief Todd Norris, Weld County District Attorney Michael Rourke, CBI Director John Camper, and the FBI Special Agent in charge of the Denver office, Calvin Shivers. This is absolutely the worst possible outcome that any of us could imagine, said Director Camper. Wait a minute. CBI Director John Camper. That's weird because one of the guys who own Lavelle is Jason Camper. Okay, anyways. And I think our hearts are broken for the town of Frederick as much as anybody's. Then DA Rourke stepped up to the lectern, announcing that Chris Watts would appear in Weld County Court on a bond hearing that afternoon. You know, now that's got my now I'm gonna look up something. Go pee, hon. Hold on, let me see. Okay, let me see something. Okay, Jason's from Texas. His father was an air traffic controller, and his mother worked for a university. It was that he describes it. Jason discovered. I want to see if it says anything if he has a brother. Sorry, you guys. Okay, well, it doesn't say. This is why I have studied to become a private investigator, because I'm into all checking into stuff. And talk louder. What's wrong, Christola? Wait, whoa. Yeah. Okay, so here's this. Hold on a second. Okay. Where's about? Does he have about? About. Here we go. About. Oh, sorry, I won't waste your guys' time. I'll look later. I use chemistry to improve life, not destroy it. You're done peeing? Wait. No. You're done what, honey? Okay, I see. You're done peeing. If you have time, can I ask what you think about the things that Kim is saying online about the whole situation? If you want to answer shortly, as I have missed it. That's okay, Anitra. Yeah, like I've said, as long as she's not bashing Shanann, it, okay, having an opinion and a theory that she thinks that what she thinks, that's her right. You know, I'm not one of these people that are going to say, oh, well, she's bashing Shanann because she thinks this is what happened. No, as long as she's not on her channel, like saying all kind of rude things about Shanann or anybody, you know, she seems like she's very careful in how she words things and what she says. So I who am I to say that she shouldn't be able to do that, right? I mean, I'm all for free speech, you know. I don't think that, you know, sorry, I have to say this, four people that I heard of last died after getting that vaccine. Oops, gonna be censored now. Anyways, I ain't getting it. I'll tell you that right now. I am not getting that vaccine. Okay, where were we? I hope you all understand this investigation is still ongoing, the DA told reporters. We are at the very preliminary stages. And so as a result of that, we're going to be constrained in the types of questions we can answer. He said formal charges against Watts would be filed Monday afternoon. FBI agent Shivers said that Chris Watts' arrest was a perfect example of law enforcement agencies working together. Unfortunately, it was not the outcome that we were looking for. Sergeant Albert then took questions from the floor. Have you been able to recover the bodies? Asked a reporter. At this point, said Director Camper, we have been able to recover a body that we're quite certain is Shanann Watts' body. We have strong reason to believe that we know where the bodies of the children are and recovery efforts are in process. A reporter then asked why Chris Watts had killed his family. We can't get into that, replied Camper. As horrible as this outcome is, our role now is to do everything we can to determine exactly what occurred. Finally, Sergeant Albert was asked about the toll the investigation has taken on the Frederick Police Department. It's been earth-shattering, he said. Our small department of 20-plus officers have been working around the clock on this. It's been nonstop. That morning, Lauren Arnold launched a fundraiser on Facebook to raise $100,000 for the Richek family. I can't imagine being so far away in this situation, wrote Arnold. Help me ease the financial burdens they may face and get them to Colorado to get their beloved girls. Throughout the day, tearful well-wishers arrived at 2825 Saratoga Trail to pay their respects and light candles. A makeshift memorial on the front lawn had a cross, stuffed toys, flowers, and balloons. TV news crews broadcast live from outside the Watts' house, and helicopters circled overhead as reporters vied for interviews with neighbors. Everyone was still talking about it, said Don Watt, who lives a couple of doors away. It was very, very shocking for the neighborhood. Among the grievers on the sidewalk outside the house were Emily Bainey and her son Cameron, a friend of Bella's. We're explaining to him what's going on and that he'll never see Bella again, Emily told WRAL TV News. I just told him we're going to make a card and give her a teddy bear and we're going to say goodbye. At 2:30 p.m., Chris Watts appeared at the Weld County Courthouse for a bail hearing. Several hours later, he met Deputy State Public Defender James Merson in Weld County Jail to discuss defense strategy. Well, there was no defense strategy, right? Because there was no trial. Okay. I know we share a friend in Robbie. I consider him a friend, but Kay, there's several videos where she straight disrespects her, and I get it. I love him and know he believes in forgiveness, but he's changed, but she shows no signs. Are you talking about CK? Good night, Native Princess. Thanks for coming in, hun. Hopefully we'll see you again sometime. I just can't bring myself to think she did anything to them, and I'm more inclined to think it was the theory CDT and AD laid out. A bit too far. I'm starting to think that she has some kind of weird liking towards Chris. You know what's crazy is I know, I get really upset at AD. I do. I think he's in it for the money. Period. I mean, he says he doesn't make money on YouTube, but why? I mean, I'm not even going to say. Anyways, I think it's annoying. Oh, I'll tell you more in Patreon. Well, I have been a Patreon of AD's, and he doesn't share any more information in there than he shares on his YouTube channel. So, I just, but CK, she's changed her whole thing too. I remember at the beginning, yeah, she was kind of harsh on Shanann, definitely. A couple of people were. But then everybody's egos everybody's egos get in the way. That's the problem. Because I think if CK and Cindy Watts and them and the other gals that were going to CK on behalf of the Watts family and talking to her, I think if they all had not had a falling out, I think CK would probably still believe what she believed in the beginning. But it's people's egos that gets them to change their minds or say that they've changed their minds because they get offended by what somebody did or said, or they get into an argument. It's about ego. Okay. Where am I, you guys? How long have I been on here? An hour and a half. I'll just finish up. How many pages? I'll just finish up here quick. Watts was brought into the courtroom in handcuffs and shackles, wearing a regulation orange jumpsuit. During the 20-minute hearing, he displayed no emotion, but was attentive, answering the judge's questions in a clear voice. This matter comes on for a first appearance, said District Court Judge Marcelo Kopkow. Correct me if I'm wrong, but formal charges have not been filed yet? That's correct, Your Honor, replied Weld County DA Michael Rourke, who said they could be filed by 3:30 p.m. Monday. Judge Kopkow said he had reviewed the affidavit supporting the warrantless arrest and found probable cause. Specifically, I see that Mr. Watts was arrested for 3 counts of first-degree murder and 3 counts of tampering with a deceased human body. The judge told Watts he was denying bail and would officially inform him of the charges against him when they were filed by the DA's office. I believe your lawyer has filed about 16 or so motions on your behalf, the judge told Watts, including a request for a preliminary hearing. One of the defense motions was for preserving trace DNA evidence at the Watts' home and on the 3 bodies. Deputy DA Steve Wren questioned how he could guarantee the preservation, as only Shanann's body had so far been recovered. At this point, there is not an autopsy scheduled, said Wren. I don't know when that might happen. The public defender, Merson, asked the judge to seal the warrantless arrest affidavit because of the intense media coverage of the case. It's an ongoing investigation at this point, he told the judge. I have concerns about Mr. Watts's right to a fair trial and his due process rights. Judge Kopkow agreed to seal the affidavit, saying he expected to unseal it after charges were filed on Monday. He set the next hearing for the following Tuesday morning, so Shanann's family could fly in from North Carolina. While Chris Watts appeared in Weld County Court, the hazmat team were preparing to enter the east tank to recover Celeste's body. After removing the rear manhole and pumping off the remaining crude oil, one of the team walked up the stairway to the top of the tank and peered through the thief hatch. Sergeant Armstrong told me, wrote Trooper O.L. Wilson in his report, he could see what looked like a body face down on the south side of the tank. After photos were taken, the troopers wearing hazmat suits and breathing apparatus began the complicated process of removing the body. It was highly dangerous because of the level of oil sludge and the toxic fumes. Yeah, and you guys, the girls couldn't be flown back together because their bodies were combustible. Isn't that just sick? I mean, seriously. It was highly dangerous because of the level of oil sludge and the toxic fumes. The men could only remain in the tank a few minutes at a time, and those poor girls were submerged in this shit. The men could only be in there a few minutes at a time doing this process, and those babies were in there, face down in that crap. Trooper Darren Reeder went in first, closely followed by Wilson. There was a body face down, and it appeared to be a small female child, Wilson later reported. My hair itches my nose. Sorry, you guys, I always itch. Trooper Reeder grasped the upper portion of her right arm to turn her over and then lifted her by both arms as I held her right leg as we moved the body towards the manway. As Celeste's body was brought out of the tank, her hand was... Okay. Agent Tammy Lee watched with forensic pathologist Dr. Michael Burson as Celeste was placed in a white decontamination box with rope handles. Celeste was covered in oil, Lee observed, and wearing a pink nightgown, and I could see she was also wearing a diaper. Once outside the tank, Dr. Burson patted her stomach area down with oil-absorbing pads. Celeste appeared to have... Celeste Watts was officially pronounced deceased by Dr. Burson at 3:40 p.m. There's parts you know what it says. I just can't say the words, okay? Just know that. The hazmat team now moved over to the west tank to recover Bella's body. It took far less time to drain, as it only contained about 1.4 feet of crude oil. Once it was empty, the two troopers entered the tank and saw Bella's oil-soaked body, still dressed in pink pajamas with images of hearts and butterflies. I grabbed her right arm near the wrist area, wrote Trooper Wilson, and moved her toward the manway. At this point, Trooper Reeder was able to secure her left arm and her left leg. We then passed the body through the manway. During this extraction, there was some... Okay. Then the troopers walked around the tank, which still had about 4 inches of crude sludge in it, looking for evidence, but none was found. As a safety precaution, Bella's body was tested for any buildup of combustibles by a 4-gas monitor. While Dr. Burson patted her down with absorbent pads, Bella was officially declared deceased at 5:50 p.m. As Bella's and Celeste's bodies were driven away to the morgue at the McKee Medical Center for autopsy, the hazmat team had to be thoroughly decontaminated. And we'll stop there for now. Okay, you guys? I'll just turn this page. We'll stop there for now. It's getting kind of... I need a break from that. It's just so depressing. Oh, I've got this. Why did I fold that? So sad. I mean, when you think about it, how in the hell? That could not have been his idea to do that. It just couldn't have been. I don't know any effing father or mother that could put dead or anything in that shit. Who in the hell would do that? Like, I honestly, sometimes I think it hasn't registered with me what, you know what I mean? Sometimes I think sometimes it's like, are we all really getting how horrific what whoever did, if he did that, how horrific that is? Good night, housewife. Have a good night, sweetie. Cristola says, I feel like that thinking what they went through, taking them out, it passes me off. It pisses you off, yeah. Thank you. That was for the lights were for Christmas. I still haven't taken it down. Feels like it's a movie. Do not ask me to research back channels. What's back channel, Stephen? If anyone's looking for anything good to watch, listen. The Handmaid's Tale, though it's not a movie, sorry, it's a series. OMG. Sick people that kill their own children can do it. Don't take them down? Okay. Yeah, I've gotten a few compliments on them. Thank you. You think I should leave them up? Yeah, you guys, it took me so long to actually watch The Handmaid's Tale because I was like, it just doesn't look interesting to me. Well, once I started watching it, that was all she wrote, man. I was hooked. Yes, leave them. It wasn't. All right, guys and gals. I'm going to get going. Straighten, but yeah. Straighten them? You think I should put straight... Ow, my back. Sorry. You think I should straighten them? Is that what you're saying? My Miss Marilyn. How about like that? Is that better? I don't know. I have my Shine Like Shanann bumper sticker. I don't want to take it off though. And I've got I've not taken this off ever. Okay. No, Cristola, it's not. And I thought it would be, but it's not. It is so awesome. Like, it's about, hey, Rika. I have white in my bathroom forever. I can't do white. Are you kidding me? It would get so dirty. Okay. No. So let me tell you, The Handmaid's Tale. It's about like a religious cult, pretty much. We call it a cult because it's like not all Mormons are like this, but it's like the certain kind of religion that this one is a cult because they take, I don't want to give it away. You got to watch it. And you've got that main actress. She also does Top of the She does another series that I watched and it was awesome. What was it called? Top of the Lake. Top of the Lake. That was a good one too. I hate it, you guys. All my favorite crime shows like Law and Order, SVU, Chicago PD, The Rookie is like a cop show. I liked that. All of those aren't even, we don't know when they're going to be back on. They're only good for having babies. Right. Yes. That's what they think. They think women are only good. Oh, I can tell you a little bit more. Now it kind of like got me remembering what it was. So what they do, they get women, it's really weird. So they get a woman that can't have a baby with her husband, right? Because something happens, she's not fertile, something happens and she can't have a baby. So what they do is they kidnap women, they get women somehow to be surrogates, right? And they're their handmaids. They're all these handmaids are baby producers for them. And what they do is how they make the baby. So the wife who can't get pregnant sits up on the bed, right? Sits there, Indian style. The handmaid lays back in her lap, puts her head on her legs, and the wife holds her arms down like that, while the husband is at the foot of the bed, just pulls up the handmaid's dress, does a little bow chicka bow wow like this, impregnates her while he's looking at his wife. It's all for babies only. That's all it is. There's no foreplay. There's none of that. It's lay on your back. I'm pulling up your dress. It's going in and I'm getting you pregnant and we're done. That's it. So they're having the baby through the woman. That's how they justify it. So it makes them feel like they're actually making the baby. It's so weird. It's so disgusting. I'm sorry. Now, I'm not saying like if people are into threesomes and people are into, whatever, that's one thing, but this is forced. Okay. This is not, there's a few that do it willingly, and they're abused also by the bitchy women that run the places. Oh, it's okay. The Mennonites. Steven says, no, you haven't insulted anybody, honey. You're fine. Everyone's allowed to their opinion. Some Jeffries type shit. Yes. But it's a really good show. It's interesting to watch because you see that this shit really is happening. Anitra, yeah, I think Amish. I don't know. But they're all rich and, they've got their own freaking land and their own stores. All the girls can't go anywhere by themselves. They have to have a partner with them. It's so controlled. You have to watch it. It's really good. Because the gal in it is a badass. Okay. She's a badass. You love that show, Becca? I've always wanted to live like an Amish person for a week. Really? For a week? If it didn't have the freaking forcing of the intercourse. You try, Stephen. Oh, you were trying to insult somebody. All right, you guys. When I say goodbye, it takes me like 10 minutes. So I'm sorry. She's an awesome actress, Becca. Have you seen Top of the Lake? You too, Patty. Happy New Year, sweetie. Glad to see ya. We're just heading out. But I'm trying to get better, trying to come live more because I have been doing it like once a week up until the last couple days because I've been busy. We got through Christmas, we got through the New Year, so woohoo! I know. I think I'm going to watch it again, Becca. Top of the Lake was awesome. There's another one I could, if you guys are interested, I could do a video talking about shows and telling you guys which some good ones are and kind of giving a brief synopsis of what it is. I am the original smart ass picker. Yeah. That's a good idea, Becca. I think I'm going to watch it again. She's an awesome actress. I love her. Good night, Anitra. I'm glad you were able to stop in, honey. It's nice to see you. Everybody, keep Anitra on your prayers. She has some physical ailments, but she always tries to stay positive, and she's a beautiful woman. So sometimes we also do prayer requests here. So I hope that doesn't offend anybody. You don't have to partake in it. You can ask for positive vibes or something if you're not into. Good night, Jesse. We're just leaving. Good night, Robert. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Robert. Robert's awesome. Good night, Picker. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, new members. I appreciate your support. It means a lot to me because, you guys all can be members of so many channels out there. So I really don't take that for granted. I appreciate it, each and every one of you. Good night, Jenny Joe, sweetheart. Have a good night. Your face is red. Aw, you're a sweetie, Anitra. Good night, Dawn. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I don't take you guys for granted. Believe me. I'm going to try to get better about going live. I'm just not that interesting. So I kind of get a little insecure about coming on because I don't, I just talk about whatever. I'm not all professional and okay, we're going to talk about this and have all the screen stuff. I don't know how to do all that. Not to say goodnight till 5 minutes after she says, Robert, I know. Aw, Crystal, thank you. You're so sweet. You might just like me for this live. Okay. Sweet dreams. God bless. Sleep with the angels. I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys. Bye. Elizabeth Moss. Yes, Ivy. I think yes, she's awesome. Okay. I'm really going. Love you guys. Bye.